Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Modding Minecraft with Forge. And today episode we are going to create our own item. And yeah, so let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is, if you didn't already import item, you're gonna want to do that. That's probably the main thing you want to do, so you don't get any errors like when I do. So alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put here right underneath public class, not in the public void load, but in the public class tutorial main. We're gonna do public static item, and after here we're gonna put, let's see, what do we want to create? I'll create mine a rupee. I'm going to create a rupee. Now, you shouldn't get any errors as long as you've imported this here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to, down here, after posting it, actually we can just minimize these, close them up, so it's just, we can only see public void load. And down here we're going to do public, actually let's do private. In case you guys don't know, public means any other file can access it, but private is the only class that can access that private, what is in that private. So what you're gonna do is public private void. I'll do add items, and then do that, and you shouldn't get any errors. And down below, I'm gonna do private add names. Now this here, you don't have to do it this way. I just like to do private void. You basically gotta, I do this just so it's cleaner. So yeah, all this does is it's pretty much just making it a little more neat, I guess, in my opinion. But so yeah, here let's do I'm gonna make this a yeah, I'm just gonna do rupee. I'll do add items, then we're gonna do where's my add items? I gotta check my notes here. Oh yeah, here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do rupee space equals space new, let's do gems is what I'm gonna call my class. I'm gonna make this gems, and we're gonna do the item ID here. I did it around 3,000. I'm just gonna do it 3,000 again. Yeah, you don't actually need to put anything else in there. And then .set unlocalized name, and then in here let's do rupee and bracket that off. This isn't spelled right. Alright, there we go. And then if you hover over here, you'll see gems cannot be resolved to type. That's because we haven't created the class yet. Now hover over it, and you should see create class gems. Just click on that and go finish. And then what we're gonna do in the let me just open this up. There we go. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to do let's do okay, we need to import a crap ton of things. Let's do first we gotta do extends item, and item we have to import item. Make sure it's not this one, the scala.xml.prettyprinter. You want to do net.minecraft.item. There we go. And then over here you'll see this add constructor gems, and you do not, yes, okay, do that. And then in here you're gonna do superpower 1, take this out, do this dot max, well, actually no, we don't have to do that. This dot set creative tab. Let's do creative tabs dot tab materials. We'll do that there. Sets the tab. This is a comment here, by the way, if you don't know what a comment is. If you don't know what a comment is, why are you even trying to mod? But, no. And then do, actually, that's all we need. So, what we're going to do is we're going to save all. And in here, okay, I was going to say, you shouldn't be getting an error. Now, if we go, we should be able to launch if I have done everything right. You should be able to launch. Now, let me just try and launch, and hopefully, yeah, it might take a little bit while for the first launch, just because it has to download the files and add them to the library, which I have no idea why it didn't do that in the first initialization. But, oh boy, okay, I just realized we forgot something. Let's just make sure it can launch correctly. Right here you can see if there's an error. Oh, okay, there's an error right there, but it's not like a fatal error. As you can see, it still launched. Create a new world. Actually, let's not create a new world yet. So now we added these little areas here, and first we gotta do language registry dot add name, and then in the brackets we got to put rupee, comma, rupee. So then we got to import that. There we go. So right here is the item that you called it right there, and then this will be the way it shows up in game. Yeah. So that's pretty much all you gotta do. Now, in the void load method, we gotta do add items, open bracket, close bracket, or open parenthesis, then add names. There we go. That's gonna load. Now it's gonna search for these and load them. Now, if you do, for some reason, want these to be accessed by other files, you're gonna change this to public. So now, if we run it now, let's just run it. See how it took less time to run that time? Now, come on, load up. Now it should throw me an error if, yep, there we go right there. Search for textures, items, rupee.png. That's because we haven't created that image yet. Oh boy, okay, that, whew, auto, small, medium. Alright, I'm going to turn my brightness up, minimize the settings because I am recording right now. And create a new world. Let's do tut test 1. I'm going to make it creative mode. And we should be able to see our rupee ingot, or rupee, in the, this here, well, is the debugging area. Oh boy. Okay, it shouldn't have, yep, that's not a fatal error. Alright, and now if we go to the materials tab, we can scroll down, there it is right there, there's the rupee. Now, and I have no idea what's going on, but, so yeah, I'm just gonna close out of this. I have no idea why it's taking so long. Okay, there we go. It's just saving the chunks. Just gonna close out of that. Now, you can open up any editor you want. You can use Photoshop, GIMP, Paint.net, any of those, but I prefer GIMP for doing this. I'm just gonna clear this out. Where is it? Clear console. There we go. Okay. And I'm just gonna, oh boy, I can't see it, it's behind. I'm gonna drag the toolbox over and create yourself a new image. You can make this, actually, wait a minute. You make it a 16 by 16. However, Minecraft 1.5 has decided to add support for 32x textures and other things such as that. But I'm going to use the Ruby the Ruby texture that Minecraft supplies you with. It should be right here. Here it is in the texture pack. That's what it looks like. It's a 16x texture. And go to just brush, bring it down to 1 pixel. I'm just going to change the color of it. Let's see. You just go to colorize and drag this slider to match the hue you want. I'm going to make it, I'll make it blue, since rupees, I imagine them as blue. And what you're going to do is you're just going to export it to, I'll export it to my desktop. It has to be a PNG file, by the way, if you want it to work. And there it is right there. So that's the rupee. That's what it's going to look like in game. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Forge folder, go to MCP, jars, bin, and we're going to create a new folder here called items. There we go. So there's our items folder. We're going to drag our rupee into the items folder. Open up your Minecraft.jar with WinRAR or some other archiver program. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to there we go. Alright, we're going to go to textures, items. Actually, we're just going to drag this on here because it'll mix the two items together. And if we go in the items folder, we should be able to see rupee in here. Where is it? Rupee. There it is. So there it is, right there. And now we should be able to run this. And oh boy, it's got a build workspace. Yeah, whenever it builds workspace, just let it run. Don't even don't try to exit it out or anything, because it won't work right. So alright, come on. Let's go. Build the workspace. 2 warnings. That's okay. That's a warning. It's not an error. There's a distinct difference between a warning and an error. Error prevents it from launching, and a warning is just what the compiler thinks is an error. It could not be an error either. But here we go. Now we shouldn't see that failed to load texture thing down here in this console anymore. Activating mod, there we go. And 1.6. Okay. And if we go to mods, we should see this one right here, which is yours. And go to single player, test. I'm just going to make mine full screen so you guys can see it better. And now we should have the item texture right there. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, which is going to be key in order for you guys to load the texture correctly, is this right here, the unlocalized name. That is going to be the name of your texture, but without you don't want the .png or anything there. You just want rupee, because I called my texture rupee.png. So that's what you're going to want there. And yeah, that's all I'm going to go through today. Please subscribe for more, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys later.